Is Mary Onaife Edebi, and this is the front page review, and you're listening to the Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I have the headlines as always to get to you this morning, and then we get to talk about some of the issues in the news. To begin this morning, we'll start with the Punch newspaper. Tinubu's economic reforms tailored to attract investment. Shetima. Naira crumbles to 920. Fuel marketers push for fresh price hike. Family fought army's silence on senator's aide allegedly killed by rogue soldier. Immigration rescues 5 human trafficking victims, arrest 1. Also here in the Punch, account for missing Boko Haram victims, urge federal government. That story is in the Punch newspaper. Now we'll move to the Daily Trust this morning, and the Labour Party candidates, I did not endorse, can't contest any election, says Apapa. Apapa said this. You get the full story on the Daily Trust newspaper. Tribunal sacks Labour Party rep in Lagos, declares APC winner. Sack Labour Party rep in Lagos, declares APC winner. That's in the Daily Trust newspaper. Both mishap, Kwara hands over 1,000 life jackets to Patigi community. Now, another story here at the Guardian newspaper. We are now in the Guardian newspaper. It says the Feteria death toll hit 100 in Kano, 26 in Bauchi. And also here with transparency, Tinubu policies will reduce hardship, says NURTW president. And 23,000 missing persons recorded in Northeast. Abia government loses 194 million naira to ghost fake security personnel yearly. Now we'll move to the Vanguard newspaper this morning. 24 banks loses 9.5 billion naira in the second quarter of 2023 as fraud rises 227%. Here also says that Tinubu blames a clerical error for discrepancies on Chicago varsity certificate. And that story is in the Vanguard newspaper. Still in the Vanguard, robbers invade Rivers Varsity Hostel, rape female students, cut away valuables. 12 die in Nasarawa boat mishap. All of that you find in the Vanguard newspaper. Now to the nations this morning. Edu hyperinflation, low GDP per capita to end soon. Now the writer says unemployment rate down to 4.1% in first quarter. And still in the nation's newspaper, Wagner boss made mistake, says Putin. And the president graduated in 1979. Chicago varsity replies Atiku. And the writer says, why we can't release academic records to plaintiff. Now, Lagos Council chief kicks off 145 million naira town hall project. Yes, the story is on the Nation's this morning. You could get details from the Nation's newspaper. And also here it says, I'm under pressure over Niger. Junta says Tinubu, I'm under pressure over Niger. Junta says Tinubu. And now to the Sun newspaper here. Tinubu sends a Muslim cleric for more talks with Niger junta. Tinubu sends Muslim clerics for more talks with Niger junta. And Southeast security reps panel seek Kanu's unconditional release. That is in the Sun newspaper. Nigeria will strengthen ties with UK to combat insecurity, says Badaru. And stay here in the Sun newspaper. Kwara government hand over 1,000 life jackets, restate commitment to safe water travel. Now, anxiety grips Imo Bayelsa Kogi Labour Party candidate as Abure Papa clash over court judgment. All of that you get in the Sun newspaper. Now, to round up this morning, let's take a look at this day newspaper. We have here that Wike orders arrest of owner of collapsed Abuja Plaza, and Bayelsa Guba Diri warns against complacency or ridiculing APC. And finally, Tinubu, Chicago University liable for discrepancies in my certificate. That story is here in this day newspaper. And now these are your headlines this morning. We'll now move to look at the stories as I connect with Rufa Hussaini for the analysis of all of this story. Remember that we are streaming live right now on YouTube, so you could go to YouTube and watch us live there on YouTube. Like it, leave a comment and share. That the price of the product is going to increase, but the president has said nothing of such will happen. I think I have Rufal Seni on the line with me. Good morning to you, sir.
Hello, Mary.
Yeah,
Bless you. How are you? How's it?
I'm doing great
Good, good.
today. Good morning to you. Welcome. Now today is the day 8 of our campaign of the Senate
Yes, sir.
president. Yeah, concerning the token he sent to the members of the House when they were going
God bless.
for the weekend.
God bless you, Mary.
Yeah.
God bless you. Thank you so much. I mean, we keep shining the searchlight. So we have done this for 2 weeks, and we have become people that hold people in power accountable, and we ask due questions. The other media outlets in the news cycle have forgotten the issue, but we will keep on. So, Mary, let's go straight to the story.
Okay, great. Now, well, I was just talking about what's happening concerning the naira. It says here the naira crumbles to 920 naira to the dollar, and fuel marketers are already saying that this is going to cause an increase in the price of the product. But you remember, the president said that there will be no more increase.
Yes, the president said there will be no more increase. The marketers are saying they want to increase. Let's listen to what the reaction have to give today as regards it. But these are the things we keep on saying about the forex markets. We have no fundamentals to be able to defend the naira, and it's a problem. And you can see that apparently the float now is in jeopardy. The value keeps pushing towards 1,000. So I would like to ask: the money the NNPC went to borrow, the 3 billion, have they not started using it to defend? You know, have they not started using it to defend? And our leaders must come up and speak up and change this nation. I got very sad recently when I discovered that they pick countries like Egypt over Nigeria for BRICS.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
even if they are not going to pick us, you see this kind of lack of recognition that we are given as a country is sad. And see, when you look inward, it's because of our economy and what we have done over the years. So please, I would like to beg, let our leaders make this country work. If you make it come work, at least we'll earn respect again. This is the same giant Nigeria of the past. This is the same giant Nigeria that stood with South Africa. Ha! During apartheid, that took a stance. This is the same giant Nigeria. Oh, oh, oh. When I think about Nigeria, water run away me, aye, water run away me. This was the same giant Nigeria that stood against a multinational like BP over apartheid issues in South Africa. This was the same Nigeria that I remember the commissioner for foreign relations or foreign affairs there, my kinsman, Major General Henry Adefowokpe, at a Commonwealth summit, stood against Britain. What happened to Nigeria? Mary, I know Nigeria will rise again. I love this country. When I think about Nigeria, water run away me, ayo. Aye, water run away me, aye. And that's why we call on us to fix unemployment. It's not by going to change methodology that becomes mockery. So are you telling us now with this new unemployment methodology now that it's not only 4.1% of unemployment rate? That's what we have in Nigeria. You're comparing yourself to developed nations. You have just simply got to change the hour frame of the methodology, which doesn't solve your problem, but it just makes you have another way of seeing it. And it's bad for policymakers. So we're not telling ourselves the truth. We're beating around the bush.
Very sad.
When we need to look at our problems deeply and introspect and be honest with ourselves, we think it's by going to change methodology as regards capturing data. No, now. The likes of them KPMG and International Finance other finance organizations are saying the unemployment rate in Nigeria is into 41%. They are not wrong. It's not by going to change comparative methodology in accordance with ILO and you're comparing with other countries that have a more viable structure of employment in their country. You're comparing with countries that you can be in that country for the first 2 weeks, you're already getting a job. You're comparing yourself with that. Rather, in our country, they are university graduates and in the last 5 years, they've not done anything. There are many middle-aged men that they've not done anything. They've not done anything. Some of them, all they do for a living is to chase politicians around and say they are spokesperson this, spokesperson that, and they keep getting pittance from the crumbs of the tables of these politicians. We must do better.
Yeah, we must do better. That's what is on the lips of everybody. Anybody that loves Nigeria is saying we should do better. I know you talked about the BRICS. It's also here in the news. It said Nigeria left out as BRICS admits 6 new members for global influence. Now, the Giant of Africa was left out. There are speculations that it's because of our economy. Because if you look at the countries that were integrated, you could see that they have at least a stronger economy. So what's your take on this?
I don't think it's because of our economy. I just think it's because, Mary, may they not see us finish. They don't see Nigeria finish. I'm sorry. Argentina economy is not any better than ours. So our economy is still bigger than that of other African countries that were put in there. Iran and all of that. I don't believe that. I just believe it's sea finish. And where does sea finish come? Sea finish comes with the outlook of your nation. 1, is your nation thriving economically? 2, is your nation thriving in rule of law? 3, what's the image of your nation? What's the image of your nation? And that thing is very important. The image of Nigeria has been badly battered with bad leadership and all sorts of leadership shenanigans that have gone on over the years. And it has created a big problem. A big problem for all of us. So when you see the problems on ground, they are not taken seriously. And these are multiple factors. Yes, our political shenanigans is one. Second, but most important factor is also the outlook of some of our citizens that go abroad. They too need to behave better. They too need to behave better. Because we can't keep battering and winning the image of our country. So it and let's see how we can start to get out.
Yeah. And now to another news here. What happened in Abuja? I think yesterday night. It's still talk. We're still talking about it. It's about the building collapse. Two people died. Why about 30 something? I think 32 people were trapped in a rising building in the Gariki area of Lagos. And I think Wike was there yesterday to inspect it, and a lot talks around it. What is the major cause of the collapse? It's been attributed to the poor materials that were used to build the house. They said the house was supposed to be a mall before the owner came up and turned into apartments.
It was supposed to be a what?
A mall, a shopping mall.
And the owner came and
yes, so there's a mall there, and then they are placed added up, I think, 2 more stories to it, and then people were living there.
The question we should ask is, who were the people that approved such a conversion? Does the owner have any document to back it up? And did people approve such a conversion? Because in all of this, when we talk about building collapse, let's also talk about complicity of government agents. Yeah, some Mr. Wike saying arrest the owner. Yeah, the owner must be made to account. But what was also the complicity of government agents? That's a big question we should ask. Because it takes two to do an Argentine dance called tango. What was the complicity of government agents? I think that should also be part of the full investigation. So let's have an holistic investigation into what happened, bring out a position paper, and from there build on what we need to do in the future. Pure and simple.
Oh, great. And another story here, it's about the president saying that he's under pressure over the Niger junta. And that's what he said. And also he sent a Muslim cleric to go there and continue to dialogue with them. And also the French president is not having it with the Niger Republic.
Truth is, concerning the Niger debacle, the president needs not to be under pressure. This is when he should be calm, look at the facts of the matter, and let dialogue prevail. We've all agreed that the bad consequences of war will destroy all of us. And we don't want that. We have many northern states bordering Niger. There's going to be a big humanitarian crisis. Let dialogue lead the way in all of this. So it needs to be calm. It needs to be circumspect. Most importantly, I pray God gives him the wisdom to be able to navigate this. But it needs to be calm and stand up to whatever pressure and whatever area that pressure is coming. Pure and simple.
Yeah. And also the president is still in the news for saying that Chicago University liable for discrepancies in my certificate. I know that issue has been around for a while, and the president spoke up saying that the university is also liable, as the university did not release the record, his own record for the plaintiff.
So concerning this Chicago case, there have been many depositions in court. In court in Nigeria, in court abroad, and it's been a recurring lesson. And what these depositions always state is that there are discrepancies here and there. It is the explanation to the discrepancy that there is a need for clarity. And that's why the PDP subpoenaed in Chicago. But Chicago came back, and I think they're still back and forth as regards the case. There was a case before, and these are facts of the matter, that was reported on the 16th of November, where a lawyer, Eba, started a case here in the Federal High Court based on the subpoena and the proceedings and the cases he had received from what happened in Chicago. That's another lawyer, Knowles, subpoena. And what they highlighted was the case of discrepancy. Because I see a lot of people try to distort this fact, even lie. As I said, oh, the president did not go to Chicago. No. All I'm saying is let's bring the facts out for those that allege and those that are defending. Let's bring the facts out as regards, the discrepancies in what has happened in Chicago. So that's why this case has been on for a while. I will leave it to the court to decide. I think the letter that is making the rounds is a reaction from Chicago writing back and to the court. So let's see how all of that pans out. But we can't talk too much on this case because the court is sub judice. But the case I talked about last was another case that was brought as regards the same issue. There have been so many cases of this issue. And as regards this, discrepancy, let us look at the fact of the matter as regards discrepancy. In what there was a discrepancy between the documents he submitted for what is it called for running for presidency and what Chicago gave them. That was what lawyers like Ebba claimed in the first instance. That's a case that is last year. I don't know how that case went, and I've not seen any updates as regards how that case, whether it was struck out or not, because many cases were struck out as regards that. So there are many cases back and forth. It's just the clarification as regards any discrepancy possible. And in relating to what the headline you read, if it's based on clerical error, there also needs to be, a level of validation as regards that, as regards this back and forth debacle. But I must also have to add that all of this will not have a bearing on the election petition because cases are, they've already reserved the day for judgment. So that's it. So let's see how this case pans out. But we can't talk too much because it's already in court.
Yeah.
And the case I thought I must say is another case that hitherto around the same issue that had happened.
Okay. Now, lastly, before I let you go, it's about what's happening in the Labour Party. Now, the Labour Party crisis deepens as Abure rejects High Court judgment. Now, the crisis is rocking the party concerning leadership torso. A court sitting in Owerri gave a particular judgment, and that has generated a lot of talk. So the question is, what is happening with the fraction of Abure and Apapa? And with this crisis, will it go away?
I don't think this crisis will go away anytime soon. And I think it's a big indictment on the Labour Party, and they need to fix their internal crisis. But anyway, as with everything now, the interpretation of this judgment is even being disputed. A faction is saying that it's not the way what we call is interpreting it, and the other faction is saying otherwise. So I think there's a need for due interpretation as regards this new judgment that's been given. So it is, what is it called? It is up to the interpretation of various factors. So the story making it around is about, court sacking Abure, recognized by the Papa, court also dismissed governorship candidature of Achono and all of that, So while all of that went on. But also prior to this, a high court sitting in Edo dismissed the notice of suspension issued against Abure, by some members at the ward level. But when you hear the other faction or the other part in the Labour Party, they are also saying something different. So it's subject to their interpretation. But in all, this is very bad for the Labour Party, and if it's true, called in their will, as regards their quest in Imo State, definitely. So it's up to them as a political party to sort out their problems.
Thank you very much, Rufai Oseni, for this analysis.
Bless you, Mary.
We'll go for a quick commercial break, and when we return, the phone lines will be open for you to call in and join the conversation. Keep it here. We are the voice of the people, 90.3 FM.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos, number 42, Muritala Muhammad International Airport Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in a beautifully appointed rooms featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Whether you're traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your everyday need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop-off from the Lagos airport.
Take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant.
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, Lagos is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So, why wait? Book your stay today and experience ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream, delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, Festac Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions. Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Light Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender Greeters, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
You are listening to your the number one station, the Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Do not touch that dial.
This is the Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The phone lines are open. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mary.
Mr. Ikan, good morning. Where are you calling us from
Good
today?
morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, sir.
I'm calling you from Missoula right now.
Oh, that's great. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, my take this morning is on the lives of the citizen that has been waste. What does that mean? The Kwara State government announced distributing life jackets for those people that are traveling from the boat. I've also reported that about 40-something people lost their life in Bauchi in the same case. My concern is that why do we have to wait until an incident like this occurs before we know the right thing to do? Why do we without joy in losing our citizens every morning, every now and then? It is not fair. The life of every Nigerian, the life of every citizen matters. I am not happy about this. Now look at the collapsed building in Abuja. They say they were using manual hand to rescue people. The whole capital, the whole federal capital of Abuja. Now this is how the country should be run. Why are things not working here? I am not too happy about all this situation. But we should remember that even those lives that are being wasted could contribute to the Nigerian economy in the nearest future. We should preserve the life of every Nigerian. Thank you, Mary, this morning.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ikan. I appreciate you. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in and let's talk. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Ben from Iba.
How was your night?
It was good, very good, very good. Thank you.
Doing good. Mary, they said that our unemployment rate is ridiculous. This means that these people have been lying. They are not living in this country. What is happening in another country? Can you imagine that now people are losing their jobs? Companies, industries are folding. People are being laid off now as a result of hardship. Because companies cannot operate again. They cannot cope. And they say that it has reduced. I don't know. It's too bad. People are losing their job in numbers. And then our president said that it's under pressure concerning what is happening in Egypt. He hit the ground running in Nigeria and the ground open and the swallowing people. He doesn't care about it. Like nothing is working in this country again. Importers are crying, everybody is crying, rich people are crying. He is gradually removing the rich from the mass in this country. He gradually removed the middle class. And our president is removing the rich. And about 50 million children will be out of school when school resume now. Nigeria, things are so bad. People could not enter the commercial port now is luxury. Things are so bad. To eat food now is a luxury. Even to drink now is luxury. It is this one that can drink and it's not concerned. And the terrorists are killing people. Farmers are not farming. People upside down. People are not driving their vehicle. They are parking their vehicle. Rich men are not driving their vehicle. And their president is troubled about what is happening in Egypt. He's under pressure. Not under pressure in his own country. He has a lot to do concerning Apapa and Abure or I on the Supreme Court. Because Appeal Court ruled in favor of Apapa, the middle, Abure. And the other Appeal Court in Imo State ruled in favor of Apapa. It is too bad. The judiciary should be careful because they are not judiciary. So Appeal Court doesn't rule against another Appeal Court. I don't understand what is going on. So they should settle their matter at the Supreme Court. This ruling in Imo State does not mean anything at all. Because immediately these people are things to speak of. The status quo remains or the time that we accept Abdul's candidate and then we go with it. They have already. Thank you so much. That's what I think.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Iba. Thank you for your contribution this morning. Remember, you could send in a WhatsApp message to us on 0700 903 9039. 0700 903 9039. That's for WhatsApp. Hello, good morning.
Sister Mary, thank God it's Friday, and good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Mr. Peter Amonte from Shomolu.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah.
Mary, when Rufai, I don't know whether I should call that lamentation about Nigeria, how Nigeria was the giant of Nigeria. When I think about Nigeria, when I remember Nigeria, water run down my eyes. Mary, I was privileged to listen to a particular talk on Nigeria Info this morning under Sheriff. And somebody was talking about Nigeria, that Nigeria is destroyed today because the best brain in Nigeria, he called it the talent, that the talent in Nigeria have left Nigeria. He said the best people that are operating in Wall Street Journal are Nigerians. The best surgeons in the world are Nigerians. He mentioned different disciplines, that the best in those disciplines are Nigerians. He said because these are the people that are supposed to have stayed behind and build Nigeria and run the affairs of Nigeria. And they have left Nigeria, and it is those who are not supposed to be there. Those who are not supposed to run the affairs of Nigeria are the people that are running Nigeria. And that is why Nigeria has destroyed. And the man ended up by saying, if you want to destroy South Africa, let the talent run away, like what is happening in Nigeria. Mary, this is not Nigeria that I told my boss from Germany that I'm not coming with you. I want to stay here. That I tell our training manager from Belgium that I will make it here in Nigeria. I know what Nigeria was then. Why is Nigeria destroyed today? And why is it that The people that are running Nigeria, like that man talk about, are the people that are so controversial in everything. Buhari came, we were talking about Buhari secondary school certificate, that he will not be able to run this giant country like this. And people say, no, it's not about certificate. At the end of the day, Buhari run Nigeria ground and handed over to Tinubu. And today, Chicago University, he said it was a clerk that made mistake in his name. Why must it be only his name? And we go to the drug issue, and they say, oh, you live with these people. I did not live there. Where did the money come from? Controversy. You go to the edge of Tinubu, controversy. You go to the town of Tinubu, controversy. And this is the man that is running Nigeria today. Why won't Nigeria be destroyed? Why won't Nigeria go aground? So for me, Mary, I hope this hope that the Turufa is giving us, Nigeria will be great one day. Let me run up with this. There is this sunbed, very little, but it is so much oil. It has oil. The flesh is oil. And when you roast that bed, as the oil is going, the flesh is going. Our people will tell you, when you think the sunbed is producing oil, it's burning away. Nigeria is burning away, it's not producing oil.
Thank you.
Under this sort of people.
Thank you
very
unfortunate.
much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for calling. We need to take other calls. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, meticulous Mary.
Good morning to you, Mr. Darlington from Iyanakwaja City.
Oh, my dear, God will bless you.
For
recognizing my city, God will bless you.
Thank you. I got it today.
Any day you are passing by, just come and pay homage. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, my dear.
Yeah.
Mary.
Yeah.
Did you remember when Buhari was nominating all manner of people as his ministers? And we were complaining that this thing will not work. His anger son and supporters were saying, it does not matter. They will do the job. This and that. At the end of the day, even some of them started confessing that Minister of State is illegal. There is nothing like that. The other one said, I don't know anything about education. Meanwhile, they heard those ministries and came out with nothing. Today, Tinubu has, in fact, when this man told us he was coming to consolidate what Buhari did, we thought he was joking. No. The man is doing it big time. On what basis will Tinubu appoint Atiku Baguda, the man who helped Abacha to loot this country dry, the man who was helping Abacha to launder our money? And I'm very, very sure Tinubu is aware of this man's record. Why would Tinubu appoint him as a minister of budget and economic planning? On what basis? I don't know why these people I don't know why they like this kind of controversy, unnecessary controversy. You keep appointing people who you know very well that they don't have any good record, and they are not going to give your administration a good image. This is somebody that the U.S. are investigating all his properties. Tinubu is aware of all these things. As if that one is not enough. A woman who is a youth copper, we appointed her as a minister of art and culture. She's not even a thespian to say, yes, she has been in Nollywood. She's an actress. She has been acting very well. She knows this thing. Plus, you wake up and appoint people you forgot that these ministries, the life of Nigerians are at stake here. They are going to run these ministries, and they are going to run it on behalf of Nigerians.
Thank you very much.
It did not bother you that these people, they don't even have any knowledge of you. Don't put them there. Tomorrow now, they'll come and give us
Thank you.
This and that.
Thank you, Mr. Darlington. Yes. Thank you.
We are in trouble.
We
are in trouble.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for your contribution this morning. Now, let's take some WhatsApp messages here before we go back to the phone lines. Now, Chika Bende from Trade Fair says, Abure Apapa Labour Party leadership struggle, Nigerian judiciary should, as a matter of urgency, purge themselves from the contradictions in order not to jeopardize people goodwill. Okay, thank you for your message, Chika Bende from Trade Fair. And we have Leo from Lagos says, good morning, Mary. Security in Southeast Reps panel seek unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu is a welcome development, and a P court of APC in Owerri affirmed that Papa as Labour Party national chairman, and the authentic national chairman of Labour Party we know is Julius Abure, not Lamidia Papa. Okay, thank you for that message. We have Adegboyega Adedeji says, good morning, Mary. On Wike blowing hot as FCT minister, Wike enjoy being in the spotlight either for good reason or for bad reasons. As long as he is in the news, very soon his presence will overshadow his boss. Okay, and he will be regarded as seen as a threat. If care isn't taken, he will be sacrificed. Mary, NLC is dead. The people have to fight for themselves. Today, NLC is highly compromised. Greed and stomach infrastructure has taken over. The hope for the masses is gone. Adegboyega, thank you for your message. And then we have another one here from Benjamin from Shogule says, good morning, Mary. I want to ask, what is the duty of INEC when one submitted document to run for an election? Are they not supposed to verify the originality of the document submitted? Once again, all eyes on judiciary. February. Okay. So what are you talking about today? Okay, thank you for your message. I don't think you're talking about the issue at hand, but thank you for sending your message. And let's see. This one says, good morning, Mary. On the issue of BRICS, Nigeria has not officially applied to join the BRICS. Okay, thank you for your message. And let's see if we could take more from this. Let's see. This one is from Mr. Timothy from Surulere. You sent two messages. I will just take one. The palliative from the federal government is not the best approach, because it's an amount of 5 billion is given to the state of 30 billion population. It's like giving money of bread and beans for 1 meal period, which is not up to 500 naira per head. It's better for Tinubu to repair one refinery than irrelevant palliative. Okay, let's stop here for now and take more calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. How are you there? I'm Mr. Onyekore.
I'm doing great this morning. Where are you calling us from today?
I'm calling from Ilasa.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, please. What I want to say now is all this is happening in Imo State, in the East Central State as a whole, is caused by this judiciary. When they put number 4 person to be number 1 in Imo State, that the whole East Central State got spoiled. Killing and burning things. Now, they went there now for judgment again to install a Papa as the chairman of Labour Party in Imo State. All this thing that is happening in Imo State, I don't know why the government is overlooking things that is happening there. I don't know why. Somebody cannot travel. In the whole Central State, the whole Igbo land. They are just putting problem there, creating problem. All this judiciary, why can't they make Nigeria to go masses to eat and to be in peace? I don't know why. They are creating problem for us every day, more and more. Why should they go to Imo State and give that judgment? Why can't they do that in Abuja? I don't know what is wrong with this our country. Mainly our leaders, they are not leading us well at all. They are not leading us well at all from A to Z. Problem, that certificate problem, this and that. Youth copper, giving appointment as a minister in this country. Head of state, the leader, the president, called the president, certificate is void, null and void. Everything, I don't know why. When are we going to raise our head? When are we going to enjoy the country that God created and give us 100% plus in everything?
Thank you.
Mary, please, I'm annoyed.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah, thank you very much. Don't be annoyed. Thank you very much for calling this morning. And the phone lines are still open. We'll take more calls. 0700 903 903 903. Okay.
Mary, my sister, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you. How are you doing?
How was your night?
It was good. It was good. It was good.
I thank you for your good work. My name is Akons, calling from Oja.
Okay, Mr. Akons, go ahead.
Sister Mary, when this trouble of Nigeria started, everybody knows it. It was when this APC come on board. All the whole party, they joined together. They will say that they will make sure that everything will happen on their time. That whatever they want, that's what they are going to do. Whether you are doing fine or not, they will continue leading you. People shall die or living, they will start leading you. Continue. Where are these problems going to stop? Buhari has come up and go. Jagaba has come up now. Look at how people are crying here and there. And our so-called powerful men keep quiet. Nothing will happen. This how this type of a leg of cow will use to go Mwaya and come back to Lagos. This is how we are going to live in Nigeria. Look at what is happening in Imo State. Whether good or bad, they will be leading everybody and do everything they like. Please let them. The one piece, this I know. Let them release this in the Kano, but they will not release it because they release in the Kano today. Election in Imo State will go free. That is why they will not release him. And after they will make sure now that after election they will release him. But once election is in front, they will never release him because if they release him, all this was going in, and everybody will come out to vote and put everything through.
Thank you.
But now, wherever there's trouble in Imo State, there will be an election and result will be released. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
Nigeria, sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much for your contribution this morning. We're going to take some messages that we have here on YouTube before I go back to the phone lines. Now, the culture minister that we are referring to, that she's still serving, although it's in the news, the different online newspaper carried it that the cultural minister is serving 7 U core members. I don't think the story has been confirmed yet, but is making waves online. So I'd like to confirm the story before bringing it to you that yes, the minister for culture is serving 7 member of NYSC. So let's wait for the confirmation of that story, as she hasn't said anything yet to confirm whether she's 7, whether she's not 7. So let's get that clear. But once I get the confirmation, I'll bring it to you and tell you that this woman, Hannatu Musawa, the Minister for Art and Culture and Creative Economy, she is. I will let you know. So now to YouTube messages. Let me start from the very beginning. Olaika Valenhart, good morning to you. We have Benjamin Alayeto says Nigerians should stop asking what is going on. The wicked is in authority. They are fighting to be more richer, and poor citizens are getting more poorer. Okay, thank you for that. And we have Ife came one, but who said Nigeria. Oh, thank you. Your message is strong. Okay, he said the dollar borrowed has been relooted. Thank you for your message. We have another one from Benjamin. Okay, I'll just take just one of your message. I think I've taken that. Thinking that your message. I have a Fisayo Majekodumi says Russian Husseini, you sound to be politically correct all the time when you knew Nigeria is okay. Thank you for that. You're replying to Rufai's message. And I have Adegunwani. He said, why is Rufai? Oh, thank you. That's a conversation you're having. I'm looking for the comment that refers to what we're talking about. This is a Mama Basu. You said, good morning, Mary and Rufai. With this government, I can confidently say that there will be no change. Don't expect any good. It will only get worse. Okay, that's the truth. Thank you for that. Precious A said, the number of reality just don't add up. Numbers are supposed to reflect reality. Thank you for that. And we have Osas Princess Omoriguava. Omoro Guava says, good morning, everyone. Birds of the same feather flock together. May God help Nigeria. Okay, thank you for your message. Let's go to you to WhatsApp. Yeah, we have some WhatsApp messages here. We have Uzodima from Ejigbo said, good morning, Mary. Please, my take is that when the head is bad, all the body is bad. Oga Tinubu will appoint corrupt people because thank you. He appointed minister and gave them portfolio which does not tally with their discipline. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Ogechi, for your message. I appreciate you. Let's see. I have Chinedu from Badagry said, good morning, Mary. Could we please ask the all-knowing ECOWAS to plant their satellite in Nigeria to get facts of the... Okay, thank you very much. Some of the words that you use, I can't really read them here, but I appreciate you for sending in your messages. Thank you for being part of the program. I've been told I need to go. We have commercials, we have bills to pay. My name is Mary Onaife Edebi. I'll be here again on Monday for another edition of the program from 7 to 8. Keep it here. Do not change the dial. Coming up next is Ogendi Igbo.
Are you looking for the perfect getaway?